Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Venice Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, April 15th. You'll be interested to know, today is tax day. Enough said. So now you know. And now, it's time for the surf report. This morning, it's looking clean with 2+ feet waves rolling in. Conditions stay consistent through the morning with light offshore winds at around 2 to 3 miles per hour. By noon, expect fair conditions as the wind shifts to sideshore at 5 miles per hour. Waves will remain around 2+ feet throughout the day. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with the 3-foot incoming mid-tide when the south-southwest swell is 1.5 feet at 14 seconds. And the offshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The first high tide on Wednesday will be 4.5 feet, just after 8:30 a.m., followed by a 0-foot low tide at 2:30. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 64 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start fair with 2+ feet waves on Thursday, but choppy winds develop by noon. Friday remains clean with steady 2-foot surf, though winds shift to onshore later in the day. Saturday sees a slight swell increase to 2 to 3 feet, but choppy conditions return in the afternoon, making early morning the best time to surf. This morning, there's patchy fog, and it feels like 62 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 7:25, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:21. It looks like we're in for some patchy fog early, but it will turn partly sunny by mid-morning, with a high near 66 and a light south breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 67. Tonight, expect more patchy fog after 11, becoming mostly cloudy, with a low around 56 and light winds around 6 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Thursday starts with patchy fog before 11 a.m., then becomes partly sunny with highs near 67 and a south wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday through Sunday will be mild and mostly sunny with highs rising from near 70 on Friday to around 73 Saturday, then near 71 on Sunday, with nights mainly in the mid-50s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, California has not seen measles numbers like this in years, and cases are still rising. A measles outbreak in the Sacramento region, the third and largest in California so far this year, has brought the state's year-to-date measles cases to 39, far surpassing totals from recent years. The ongoing outbreak in Sacramento and Placer counties, which began in late February, has grown to 17 cases, including 4 new cases over the past week. State health officials indicate this outbreak will likely continue for another 21 days. Dr. Eric Surgenko, chief of the California Department of Public Health's Communicable Disease Control Division, emphasized that we already have 39 cases, just a quarter of the way through the year. Now on to sports. Amazon Prime Video's broadcast of the Heat Hornets play-in-game cut out, with less than a minute to go in overtime, displaying a technical difficulties graphic. This marked an all-time blunder for Prime Video, as it presented the NBA play-in tournament for the first time this week. Viewers were shocked as the feed dropped during a crucial moment of an incredible contest between the Eastern Conference's 9th and 10th seeds. Before the broadcast returned, LaMelo Ball made a key shot, giving Charlotte a 5-point lead. Despite the mishap, a phenomenal finish saved Prime, with Miami's Tyler Hero hitting a crucial three-pointer. In local sports, the Dodgers stay hot tonight against the Mets at Dodger Stadium, looking to sweep the series behind Shohei Ohtani. LA has been dominant early with a record of 13-4, with a 2-game winning streak after taking the first 2 games 4-0 and 2-1. Ohtani faces Clay Holmes in what could be another statement win for the defending champs. Meanwhile, the Kings are fighting for playoff positioning heading into tomorrow's game up in Calgary. LA ended a 5-game winning streak last night with a 4-3 loss to Vancouver, but they have already clinched a playoff spot. With just 2 games left, every point matters for division seeding. Adrian Kemp and the Kings core need wins down the stretch. Over on the recruiting front, USC's spring practice wrapped this past weekend. Lincoln Riley and the coaching staff now shift into overdrive as the NCAA contact period opened today. They will spend April on the road chasing the class of 2027 while getting their impressive 35 commit class settled in. Terrell Anderson, the North Carolina State transfer receiver, has made an early impression in workouts and figures to be a key piece for the Trojans' Big Ten push this fall. In top news, Amazon's car sales bet is getting bigger with new brands in more cities. The e-commerce giant's new car buying program expands to Jeep, Chevrolet, and other brands. Now you can buy a brand new Corvette on Amazon.com. Over the past year and a half, the e-commerce giant has quietly expanded its car sales business. What began as an experiment with Hyundai Motor has recently grown to include vehicles from Kia, Mazda, Subaru, Chevrolet, and Jeep. The service called Amazon Autos is active in over 130 cities, including Los Angeles, Dallas, and New York. Last year, around $1 trillion worth of cars were sold by dealerships in the United States, according to the National Automobile Dealers Association. The Amazon Autos program launched at the end of 2024. It allows customers to browse and purchase a car from nearby participating dealerships. The aim is to let customers complete much of the purchase and financing paperwork from home, cutting down on time. In business news, Apple and Amazon are teaming up to challenge Starlink's smartphone ambitions. Amazon is spending more than $11 billion to buy Globalstar's satellite network and take over its deal with Apple. Amazon has made a deal to buy Globalstar's low Earth orbit satellite network for $11.6 billion, acquiring its spectrum licenses, operations, and assets to combine with its upcoming low Earth orbit internet satellite constellation. Apple owned 20% of Globalstar, and as part of the deal, Amazon will support satellite services like emergency SOS for iPhones and Apple Watches. The deal is scheduled to close in 2027, pending regulatory approval. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged at about $75,000. Ethereum is down 1.5% to about $2,000. And XRP is down 0.5% to $1.36. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. The artificial intelligence school bus camera company is blanketing America in tickets. Bus Patrol claims its technology helps curb dangerous driving at no cost to cities. However, public records often tell a different story. Every weekday morning, students step onto big yellow buses in Silver Spring, Maryland. These buses collect valuable data when they extend their stop signs and flash their red lights. Cameras record vehicles that fail to stop, violating state law. If local police review the footage and find a violation, the driver receives a $250 ticket in the mail. And in entertainment news, film shoots are down in the United States this year, except in New Jersey. So far, California, New York, and Georgia have declined in filming counts, while the Garden State saw gains. Across the United States, the volume of movie and television on-location production filming slowed in the first quarter of this year, with New Jersey marking an exception. The Garden State made gains in both filming count, which is up 45% year over year, as well as production spend, which is up 37%. The tracking firm attributes New Jersey's gains to a surge in episodic activity. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American author and motivational speaker, Zig Ziglar. And he said, "Success means doing the best we can with what we have. Success is the doing, not the getting, in the trying, not the triumph. Success is a personal standard, reaching for the highest that is in us, becoming all that we can be." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings Venice Beach.